Now let us talk about the genetic basis of heterosis. Genetic basis of heterosis. There are two theories in this regard. Theory number one is called dominance hypothesis, and another theory is over dominance hypothesis. Basically, these two theories have a similar meaning at the end. Dominance hypothesis says that the inbred A has a genotype of capital A, small b, capital C, small d. On the other hand, the inbred B has a genotype of small a, capital B, small c, and capital D. When a cross is done between them to produce a hybrid plant, the hybrid plant has a genotype of capital A, capital B, capital C, and capital D. This is the F1 plant. It is heterozygous and it is heterotic also. Why the heterotic plant has a better yield? Because each of the four genes that has been considered here, each of them has a single allele, one allele at least dominant. But here when you see the parents, there are two alleles dominant, but the next gene, both the alleles are recessive. Again, gene C, both the dominant, and again in the gene D, both are recessive. Opposite is true for this inbred line B. So even though these two are dominant, they will be expressing more, but the another gene will be expressing less because both of them are recessive. But here, since we know that dominant gene masks the character of recessive gene, all the genes will express at equally high level, and so the yield will be greater. That is called dominance hypothesis. So what is over dominance hypothesis? Over dominance hypothesis, it states that the allele A and another allele small a, when this situation is there, that is heterozygous, the particular dominant allele A is not only dominant, it is in fact super dominant or over dominant over both these situations, capital A, small a. It is dominant, it is better than this, it is clear, but how it is better than this one? How it is over dominant to this one? The explanation is probably that when both the alleles rather, A, maybe B, C, when this situation is present, means both are dominant homozygous states, they produce a product which is probably overdose for the plant, and that might be harmful. But when the situation is like this, heterozygous condition, the metabolite that is produced resulting into the phenotypic effect is at optimum level, and that is why the yield is more in case of heterozygous F1 plant. That means in case of heterozygous condition, the dominant allele is basically over dominant over the other two homozygous states of dominant alleles as well as the recessive alleles. This is what about over dominance hypothesis. So this is all about heterosis. It has been practiced much in case of maize to produce better variety. That's all. My name is Dr. Sanjeev Pandey, Assistant Professor in Botany at BB College, Asansol. West Bengal. Thank you very much.